Had the perfect reflection moment last week. I had it was like 3 moms that were all coming in for their 6-week visit, and I had seen them all at 2 weeks postpartum, and I think all of them I'd actually seen before they delivered, and 2 of them were first-time moms, and one was her second time. And let me just start by saying how jealous I am. We did not know 10 years ago, 13 years ago, to get going on some of this really basic coordination exercises early, just like getting reconnected to your abs. I very distinctly remember feeling hollow with my son. I felt like you have that waterbed feeling, your belly's all squishy, but like it was very, very hollow. I felt disconnected. And I think that's still something that I still struggle with to kind of understand. Come on, Abs. And so it was so interesting. The perspective on these new moms, we're like, yeah, okay, we're just doing what we're supposed to do, right? And then the mom that it was her second time around, she's like, oh, this is so different. I feel actually a million times better. I've got a couple of kids I'm trying to take care of at this point. Sorry, somebody popped something here and I'm trying to read it and my vision's awful. Recently diagnosed with prolapse, really struggling. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Well, and that's the thing, when this particular couple of these clients, the second time around, we were concerned about prolapse and leakage, and she's doing freaking amazing. And that's a question that I get a lot for the second time moms, is like, is this going to make things worse? And I'm like, honestly, no, because you're in such a better place. You know what's coming, you're prepared, you start early. And that was the big thing with all of these moms, is I saw them between 2 and 3 weeks after delivery. And we shore up those issues up front. We got them right on ultrasound. We helped them refine the breast strategies that worked for them in that moment, help them reconnect with their abs, start to build walking programs, just things that sound really basic, but when you're completely fried because you're a couple weeks postpartum, just somebody just telling you what to do. And we set up exactly when they were going to do exercises. There was one mom at the 6-week, she's like, well, I did really well with like the bridges and things like that, the stuff on my back. She's like, but I didn't get to the all 4 stuff. Don't be mad. I'm like, first of all, I'm never going to guilt you because I'm a mom. And I'm like, second of all, I said, you're doing tummy time and mat play with your baby, right? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, just get on all 4s while they're doing that. And she's like, oh my gosh, you must think I'm so stupid. I'm like, no, I just think you're a first-time mom and haven't thought this stuff out yet, that like you don't realize that you can do 2 things at once. And when your baby is on the mat or doing tummy time, it's not like you have to be completely glued to them the whole time. Like you can be on all 4s and do some breathing. You can be on 4s and do some cat-cow or arm leg extension or things like that. Like, we're not asking you to do a million. We're just asking you to connect. But I've really this year, it's been really, I think, a reflective moment, being like, wow, this is completely different. And I know it's not everywhere. And I know this is just a small sample, but I share this to inspire those of you who are providers that this is not hard. It takes some planning. And same thing with the moms, like, find providers that are going to be supportive of you in those first couple weeks. Meet them ahead of time. Get those appointments on the books, so you just literally have to show up. And get those people to support you that have been through this, understand it, know what needs to be done. Because those first couple weeks, it's just connection. It's not like you're trying to build crazy strength. You're trying to heal and make muscle connections and kind of put that wiring back together again. But it's so, so different. And I'm seriously having some FOMO because that was not a thing. All the stuff we're doing now at 2 and 3 weeks postpartum, we would wait until 6 weeks postpartum to do, which now I look at it, I'm like, that's freaking insane. So it's not insane enough for me to go back and have another kid again, trust me. But insane nonetheless. So let me know, like, if you started earlier, if you hadn't, I would love to hear more about kind of your early experience.